Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If this is your first time viewing one of my episodes, welcome to my channel. My name is Jonathan, also known as Captain Salty, Fishing with Salty. I'm based here at Anna Maria Island, Florida, and this is where I do most of my video shoots. But today we're doing something completely different in this episode. We're heading over to the East Coast to do some daytime sword fishing. I'm super excited. We're fishing with some friends of mine that you might notice from previous episodes. In this episode, we're gonna be doing catching, cooking, filleting, I mean, the whole 9 yards. I'm super excited. Spring is in the air, baby. It's absolutely gorgeous out here in Florida right now. And as you can see behind me, I got the Traeger out, and that's what we're gonna be using. I can't wait to show you this recipe. It is amazing. I've already done it a couple times before. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I did it a couple times when we got back. I'm so excited to share this recipe with you. It's gonna be a banger, trust me. Stay tuned in to the end. If you haven't done so already, please give this channel a little bit of help. Give it a thumbs up if you like fishing, if you like the catch and cooks, if you like anything like that, just a thumbs up will help. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and post notifications, all that good stuff, guys. Let's get into this episode. It's gonna be amazing. I gotta start off by saying I'm super excited for this episode. This is my first ever landed swordfish. I've been swordfishing a number of times with several different friends, put many hours in the water, and they have too, to target these deep sea creatures.
Mexican lobster, light gray.
That is sick. When I posted the pictures, I recently said all the stars must align, and honestly, there's no better way to say it, because there's so many factors that go into this specific type of fishing that really you gotta have your T's crossed and your I's dotted. All the conditions must line up, which leads me to one of the things that I like to do before fishing is check certain things such as tides, moon phases, marine forecast, whether that be wind. You gotta make sure that the conditions are suitable. But not only that, it goes deeper than that. We're fishing two different rods. These are all huge electric reels. The first rod that we have out is known as a buoy rod. A buoy rod basically goes way far out away from the boat. It has a buoy, but from that buoy, it goes down approximately 1,000 feet. Now that is adjusted based upon what water depth you're fishing. This is all drift fishing, by the way. The other rod is a tip rod. The tip rod is called the tip rod, I believe, because you're just looking at the tip for any kind of settle or indifferent movements. And that rod, the tip rod, would be the rod that you fish on the bottom. I mean, you're wanting the weight in the bait to be bouncing off the bottom. Like, you want it right there. And it's scary because these rigs that we're using are approximately $80, $100 rigs all in. I mean, you're fishing with we're fishing with about a 10-pound weight.
Yeah, I already did, dude. It went flat. I just wanted to make sure we weren't jammed in there. I'll drop it now. We're up right now, bottom. I can drop it a little. You want to see bottom? I want you to be 100% sure that you're...
So we are fishing in the depths, baby. We're fishing probably anywhere from 1,200 all the way up to almost 2,000 feet of water. We're fishing on the bottom in both mid-water column.
How many revs out are you? 200.
Another factor that you want to take into consideration when you're bringing these fish up is that they tend to have soft mouths, and I'm not really sure if their mouths are actually soft or that you can't put so much pressure because those electric reels and the current and everything involved, you really got to take your time on bringing them up. You just can't just horse them off the bottom just because you're coming up from approximately 1,500 feet of water, and bringing them up too fast could potentially be a problem.
Oh, he's feeling drag. Yeah, I didn't know if he saw. Is he really? Oh, yeah. We were at 16, we're at 43. How do you know what you're at? It's digital? You have the weight on it. I got it. You grab the line of the weight, get the weight. I got the weight. You get the weight, I got the weight. All right. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Get it off and let it happen. And let's see what she does. There you go, that's bringing it up. He's pulling. 30, man. Yeah! go 9, 10.
That's the weight.
I'm gonna bump it forward a little bit. Yeah, keep us moving. For sure.
I'll grab that weight. We can get this weight off. It's one of the biggest. Here, Sean.
If you foresee that line hitting the boat, yell.
We're okay right now, dude. We're looking good. Keep on turning though a little bit.
The weight up there. Neutral.
I got the weight.
Going forward, don't give it slack.
You
Do
got
not
it.
give it slack.
Okay.
All right, shit's gonna happen now.
Yep.
If it's there.
Oh, it's there.
Watch when you jump. Okay, I got both motors.
Is this basket okay back here?
Yeah.
Just gotta peel it out right.
Where is he? I see him. I got color.
Got color. The good fish.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good fish.
That's a monster.
It's a freaking good fish, man.
Okay, I'm hard port.
Ready to go?
Port. Yes,
He got him! He got him, baby! Woo! Woo! Ah. Woo, baby! That's a swordfish, baby! That's what I'm freaking talking about! Woo! Yes, sir!
Put him right on the bar.
Carl! Give me some of that, baby! Yes, sir!
Not through
You said you wanted the front of the fish?
Where's the heavy weight, Jackson? Here.
I'm gonna cut this.
No, don't cut this.
You want to brain them?
Pick up.
Where is that?
Where
Where
are the
the
gloves?
I need another set of gloves. I can help you with the thing. Jeff, yeah, try to attempt to grab his tail. Like, he ain't breathing much. Right.
To get off once it dries.
I know, it's everywhere, dude. Sorry, guys.
You're good. I don't care.
Oh, shit. Okay. Right here. Woo! Woo! Get some. Jumbo, baby. Get some.
Hey, get some still shots. Watch your fingers in the way of your lens.
Woo! How about that, Carl? How about that? It's dripping on my feet.
He's still breathing.
Hold
on, Jackson.
I was gonna say I was gonna hop on. Yeah, don't get yours, and it brings mine up to a higher level.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I don't know if that's it. Yeah, it's cool. It's good. It's just in the break.
We just got bit again. I'm not kidding. That thing went doom.
I saw it and I told him to watch it and it did it again.
Yep.
I know. I know.
There's more than one way to unload a fish off a boat, boys.
Clear. A little more. Perfect.
Ooh! Like 140. I got it. 139.8.
The bait we used in this episode, there's actually two different types of bait, but one type of bait is very interesting, and I'll tell you why here in just a second. The first bait that we're using mahi-mahi strips, like belly strips. Basically, it's like a strip, and it's like butterflied. It's pretty neat. They're about this long. Both the baits are about this long. But basically they have a skirt in the front. We were using blue skirts for both. I don't know if color matters down there, but I know the stink does. The second bait that we're using, which is what we got the hookup on, is barracuda strips. Barracuda strips about that long, and it's like a butterflied barracuda strip. Very, very interesting. That strip was the one that we hooked the fish on. And the reason why is because when we opened the belly, it looked like mini barracuda.
Taking the belly to the table. See what it has in it.
Ready?
Yep.
Does anybody want ice cold beer? I got ice cold beer here.
Yeah, I'll take one.
No wonder why this thing wasn't eating. What are those? Sea urchins?
Those are those
Little barracuda looking things?
Yeah, those are them weirdo looking things. It looks just like our bait. Is that a video? Mm-hmm. With the Bubba blade.
No, that's not a Bubba.
It's Bubba's blade.
We just weighed the carcass alone, and that's 40 pounds, so 140 pound fish, 100 pounds of meat. That's insane. Going to drop the carcass.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that part of the episode as much as I enjoyed the experience of it. It was absolutely unbelievable, the experience. It was like, seriously, like I couldn't even have mapped it out any better in terms of like how good it could have gone, because everything was just in our favor. There's so many things that worked in our favor, and honestly, just thanks be to God for that to happen. But now we are at one of my most exciting parts, and that is the grill, baby. We're doing it on the Traeger, and that's what I'm talking about. So first things first, you want to put this Traeger or your smoker on 225 degrees. Now, why I chose 225 degrees is because there's a super smoker mode on the Traeger, baby. And that super smoker mode, the highest heat it can go to before you can turn that on is 225. So we're gonna put that on 225. We're gonna preheat this right now. And you just press this button in, hit ignite, and super smoke. I mean, why wouldn't there be airplane noise as I'm trying to do this episode? We're gonna prepare the fish. Now, I've already sectioned this fish off into about 3/4 inch to 1 inch sections of steaks. And then what I did when I got back home, I took it a step further. I actually shaved out the little bloodline, and I also de-skinned it. Now, when you de-skin it, let me give you some words of wisdom. Make sure you get it right up on the skin, because there's little fat tissues that are right on the edge of the skin, and that edge meat is absolutely to die for. It's kind of like the edge meat of a salmon, very similar. So the 3 seasons that we're gonna be using this Traeger blackening season, the Cajun Slap Ya Mama, and brown sugar mixed. And a little bit of olive oil, just to give the seasoning a little bit to adhere to. Just kind of rub that over the filet, both sides. As you can see, this is a beautiful filet. A little bit of Cajun. Blackening. Brown sugar. Kind of rub that in together. Flip it over, do the same thing to the other side. Get those edges just like that. Ready to put on the grill. put it on the Traeger for 1 hour and look how it comes out. Absolutely amazing. Like seriously, the most juicy steak-like fish I have ever had in my life. It is so amazing. This is actually the first time in my life I've actually ever had fresh swordfish, so super stoked. All right, this is the moment of truth. The moment of truth. Oof. Oh my goodness. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of spice. Absolutely amazing. The fat on the outer edges is just to die for. The tenderness and the juiciness and the dried out edges is just absolutely perfect for any style of dinner, whether it's an appetizer fish dip or a main entree. I'm gonna get back to eating this amazing swordfish. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.